Today, these players walk in the shadows of legend. And there is the breakthrough goal.
That's what the fans came to see. That's for the history books.
Del Piero! Big games produce big moments.
Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history?
Well, the A-League delivers again.
No one is stopping that.
What an unbelievable strike! And the Mariners have done it! Remarkable!
Brisbane Roar came into their round 6 clash with Macarthur, attempting to avoid becoming the first team in Isuzu UTE A-League history to start the season with 5 consecutive losses. It wouldn't be easy though. They were away to Macarthur, one of the best attacking teams in the competition.
That's a good ball. Back for Berongay. Drives it across. Jelicic's touch. The follow-up, and Tom Waddingham has given Brisbane a priceless lead after just 4 minutes.
Waddingham responds as he needs to as a young, aspiring striker.
That's a great ball for Waddingham, and not a bad first touch either. Brilliant finish. It's a brace for the young man from Brisbane as he curls it inside Curto's far post. Yarkalish. Good ball, good punch from Freak. Driven back in. And Macarthur are given a lifeline. Keely Adamson with the volley. Great technique on it as well. A first ever A-League goal. If it was on target, it took a couple of touches on the way through. He won't mind. They won't mind. Game on just before half-time. In it comes, and there, oh, so close, Walter Scott, driven in again from Keely Adamson. And that might have well been heading under the crossbar as well before it was deflected over. Yarkalish short with Germain. Now the cross comes in, back post, surely! And Macarthur are level. Tommy Uskov. The defensive header, not decisive enough. All it did was play in Uskov. But it's short. First touch. Got Brazet ahead of him. Looks inside with Waddingham. Good touch again, inviting O'Shea forward. Now Halloran. This is good football from Brisbane. The overlapping run and the cross deflected and in. Jack Hingard played a huge role in that goal with the final touch after the overlapping run. The man that got his first international goal for Sri Lanka 2 weeks ago. Comes short with Jelicic. On his left foot, Jelicic palmed away, but not entirely convincingly by Philip Curto. For Macarthur, largely superior XG in the second half, courtesy of how easy Wooscock's brief equaliser was. Now Drew, great ball, great finish. Danny De Silva, Jed Drew, drilling the ball across the face of goal to the edge of the box where Danny De Silva was arriving. In it comes. Back post. Oh, Jake Holman almost got there. Bratton now. Saved by Freak. Well, it looks as though he saw it late.
Oh, that was good technique from Bratton. Macarthur lacked the Waddingham.
Jed Drew delivers near post. The header from Germain. The Frenchman now has his 3rd goal of the season, the 7th of this crazy match. Here's O'Shea straightening things up. It's a good ball. Halloran, the cross. Oh, it's another own goal. This time Tommy Uskok lunging in. Ben Halloran makes his telling contribution. And in the 93rd minute, Brisbane have squared it all at 4-4.
Wow.
And there it is. After 97 minutes of thrilling football, we have another 4-4 draw in the Isuzu UTE A-League men's competition. And it's finished here at Campbelltown Stadium. Macarthur FC 4, Brisbane Roar 4.
Western United hosted local neighbours Melbourne Victory at the familiar venue of Amy Park. John Aloisi's men were hoping to build on what was their first win of the season last weekend, while Victory were looking to bounce back after they had suffered their first loss of the campaign during Unite round.
Mishash driving forward. Has Arzani on his outside. What an early opportunity this is for victory. Arzani straight at Matt Sutton. It was a fairly simple save. He would have hoped to do a little better. Arzani and Mishash. Mishash! Magnificent! That was just beautiful to watch from Zinedine Mishash, and Melbourne Victory utterly dominant in the first 8 minutes. Guerrier finds the pass. Arzani, the back heel. Now Valadon. Valadon. Sutton has to push it around the corner. The press again from Victory. Brings a reward, and Arzani with a strike on goal. Russell. And Botic. There's the equaliser for Western United. Noah Botic, the assist king last week. He's got his first goal of the new season. And this young side, they are plucky. And Western have hit them at the other end. Arzani. Arzani! And at the last moment, it was Vidmar with a goal-saving intervention. Arzani, Mishash, and once again it's Kane Vidmar in a key moment. Linking with Grimaldi, hits the post, and that was very fortunate for Duncan because it could have gone off his back. Virgos, and he slots it. Nikos Virgos, a little bit of fortune at the near post, but he will take it for his second goal of the season. Arzani, classy, feeding Santos, and Mishash. It was Vidmar once again for Western United.
One rolling out. You'll be saying, anything you can do, I can do better.
Valadon. Just over the top for Bruno. What an impact. Straight onto the field. Straight onto the score sheet for Bruno.
And he says to Nikos Virgos, anything you can do, I can do better. Bruno Fornaroli does what Bruno Fornaroli does. Score goals and give fans lots and lots of pleasure.
Piscopo kept it moving. Fornaroli. Edging Reese. So the speed returning here to the play from Melbourne Victory. Piscopo bearing down on goal. And it's stopped by Sutton. The slip helps Jing Reese now. And it will be a corner for Victory. So these changes, all of a sudden, the electricity is back for Melbourne Victory.
That deserved to go. It was such beautiful football. The three subs linking up. Fornaroli, as we spoke about, great hold-up play. Jing Reese and Reno Piscopo.
And Shaman almost just looked to have run out of gas. He's done so much work down that left-hand side. Once again for Garuccia, good strength from Lawton, and Roos draws a good save from Jack Duncan.
It was a good save. But Michael Roos, positive football from him, you know, he's had a couple of glimpses the last couple of minutes.
But it's Melbourne Victory who are bouncing back from their first defeat of the season. There is a reason why they are one of the competition favourites. They keep in touch with the competition's pace setters, Auckland FC. Western United unable to back up their first win of the season last week in Unite round. But it's Melbourne Victory who win the 16th Battle of the Bridge. They came out of the gates firing. Western pegged them back. But 2 goals in the second half means it's Western United 1, Melbourne Victory 3.
Newcastle travelled to Auckland in the hope of being the first team to not only beat the new team from New Zealand, but also the first to score against them. the Black Knights were just 54 minutes away from setting a new Australian National League record, the longest time before conceding their first ever goal.
And an early chance here for Newcastle. And Paulson, so often the case, comes to the rescue.
It's the quick play. Eli Adams with the lovely touch, gliding forward, such a graceful player, and then puts that on a tee. And Ben Gibson can't lift the ball over Alex Paulson.
It's Mike. Shot comes in. Comfortable height, comfortable save.
Just have a look at the back post there for Auckland FC. You've got Vistrata, Painika and Dan Hall all by himself.
Foul count clearly in favour. Oh, great save to deny Dan Hall. Well, Ryan Scott just thrust a hand up. There's a ball one high by Auckland. In behind. Here's the chance. Well, just not able to get a connection to force a save. Well, that's a chance gone begging, Jacob Spoonley.
Well, this has been an effective means for Auckland FC. The press off the back of a goal kick, and Felipe Gallegos didn't get the connection on his weaker right foot that he was looking for.
Towards the near post. And a very critical piece of defending. I didn't catch the player, but our FX Mike picked up that double connection. It was a teasing ball. Threatened to break the deadlock. Well, Jacob Spoonley has had a close eye. And as the time ticked away towards the latest accolade to the A-League men's newest club. Keep an eye on that change as it comes, but the long, loping figure of Vistrata lofted to the back post. Not able to make a connection. And Gillian. Clearance needed to be made. And a wonderful piece of improvised defending there. Could well have skidded up off and into the hand.
And it all starts here for me. Logan Rogerson in a position where Nata's looking to defend, but it's a delicate ball to the back post. And it's fortunate on that occasion, but Daningham does enough just to block the initial header from Liam Gillian.
He is on his last chance. And I wonder whether Auckland will look to exploit that. As a chance goes begging, and you can see the scenes of celebration in the Newcastle Jets and the confusion as to how that stayed out of the goal, how that stayed out of the back of the net. And this is a flashpoint and a big moment potentially. It's a yellow card, but it is a very dangerous position. So, is this the moment for Auckland FC? Into the wall it goes. Tried to go up and over. Painika wins possession back for his side. Continues the big centre-back.
I think we've just seen the fuse being lit, Seamus.
Here's Newcastle. See a shot repelled. And the follow-up causes some concern to Alex Paulson. But he got the first block. A strong pair of hands just to parry that away. DeVries. And there it is for Auckland FC in front of the port. And it's that man, Nader Moreno, with a finish of unerring quality.
When the game is needed, decisive action, they got it. The Port received it. Go Media Mount Smart received it, and they stood to salute that man, Nader Moreno.
Is this the equaliser? Flag on the far side. Vidic, his effort is scrubbed out. a high defensive line at the top of the 18-yard box. Into a dangerous area. And it's found its way through a sea of bodies. And Francis de Vries reels away in celebration. He doubles Auckland FC's lead. And the Port are in raptures. So, all eyes on referee Tim Danaskis. And he confirms Auckland FC go 5 from 5. This one finishes Auckland FC 2, Newcastle Jets 0.
Adelaide United had made an undefeated start to their season, while their opponents on Friday night, Perth Glory, were still searching for a first win of the campaign. The last 3 matches between these two sides have yielded 20 goals scored, so plenty of goalmouth action could be on the cards.
Well, full of confidence, and Marius's pace will reel that one in. 3 to aim for in the box, slightly behind Stefan Mork, but he does fire one in. Cameron Cook could only stand and watch. They'd have had a succession of free kicks. Can they make this one tell? It's a decent ball this time, and it's forced over the line by Bart Vriends.
How long have we got?
The offside, I think, is a fair question to ask. Goodness me, we've got the set square and the protractor out here.
After review, we've got an Adelaide player in an offside position before the goal score.
Looks for and finds Nick Pennington. Clip ball into the box, looking for Hamzaoui. Here's Taggart! There's the goal! He's done it! And you almost knew he would. A first goal of the season for last year's Golden Boot winner. His 10th in 17 against the Reds. His 5th at Coopers. Giannis punches it out towards Parias. Stefan Mork in towards Falami. Here's Clough! It only took 3 minutes, but the Reds are all square. And Zach Clough scores for the 3rd A-League match in a row. 1-1. And the Reds have got the bit between their teeth now. Danger moments these for Glory. Kanga went in a bit strong on Falami. Free kick, pressure building.
You'll see there, a hand in the back from Kanga.
Off the scorer of the goal, now looking to assist one, and he's done so. Bart Vriends has his goal this time. Unless, of course, VAR gets involved a second time. And in the space of 2 minutes, Perth Glory's lead has evaporated. Good readjustment by Vriends. Forward by Barnett. Clough. Mork lets it run, and Falami looking to place it. Another flowing move from the Reds.
Yeah, it's nice.
Might be a flag here against Caicedo. Not yet. Here comes the cross. Oh, it's 2-2. It's a lovely header from Adam Taggart. You can't give him an inch because he takes a mile. And Adelaide's good work at the start of the second half has been undone in a trice. Back we go at the other end. Parias in towards the new post. Archie Goodwin. 3-2. But flag up for offside. Johnny Yoll's delivery and a free header at the back post. It's saved by Cook. There's an almighty scramble. Appeal for a handball as well by Adelaide. Pretty stringent ones too. For now, Glory survive. And there we go. A battling point on the road for Perth Glory, who deny Adelaide United the chance to go top of the table, courtesy of 2 excellent strikes from Adam Taggart. A night of utter frustration for the Reds. Glory now 16 without a win, but this might just feel like a win at Coopers. Full-time scoreline, Adelaide United 2, Perth Glory 2.
After a disappointing derby loss in Unite round, Western Sydney Wanderers were looking to bounce back as they went away to face an injury-depleted Melbourne City. Wanderers boss Alan Stajic persisted with his decision to leave superstar Juan Mata on the bench, while City coach Aurelio Vidmar handed 17-year-old Mehdi Mehmeti just his second ever start.
Supreme at the near post, and there he was to head it on across the face of goal. Somehow Thomas keeps it out. Unbelievable. How did the Wanderers survive that? Just poured away by Lawrence Thomas. Look at the space here for Cohen. Trying to bend it. Not a bad try.
Well, you can see Jack Clisby there was just talking to his teammates saying, well, someone has to come across and fill my space so I can go out and press the ball.
Wanderers could be in here though. Near post, and it strikes the upright off the boot of Nicholas Milanovic. That's as close as we've come at either end. Much more positive from the red and black. Atkinson. Kuhn drifting away from his man, the Austrian, cutting it back, and Nathaniel Atkinson couldn't hit the target. Well, the last 2 minutes have produced good chances for both teams. Clisby, it's a really good ball. Oh, Brendan Borrello really should have put the Wanderers 1-0 up. Brillante. Milanovic. Oh, now collision inside the box. Milanovic and Talbot, and Jonathan Barrero says penalty. And Milanovic sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's his 5th goal of the campaign as he takes the lead in the Golden Boot race and puts the Wanderers 1-0 up at AAMI Park. Does well. Great use of the body. City building nicely here. It's Kuhn across the face. Oh, Mehmeti just not able to quite apply the finishing touch. Nicely controlled by Politidis. Here's Bajic looking to float it. Thomas scrambling, and Mehmeti somehow headed away from goal rather than towards it. Here's Kleur after robbing Bajic. Jack Clisby herring forward. It goes forward for Antonsson. That should do it for Western Sydney Wanderers. Marcus Antonsson, 2 goals in 2 games, both off the bench. And the Wanderers should be home and hose for the victory now. And Jonathan Barrero says that will do. A big win on the road for Western Sydney Wanderers. Their first over City at Melbourne at AAMI Park since 2015, as they consign the memory of Derby defeat last week, and of course that 7-0 loss here last season, to history. And Western Sydney Wanderers can celebrate a job well done. Full time at AAMI Park. Melbourne City 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 2.
And so at the end of round 6, Auckland FC continue their incredible run and sit on top of the Isuzu UTE A-League ladder with 5 wins from their first 5 matches. Join us next week for a mouth-watering round 7 that includes the 2nd ever New Zealand derby.